Hello students, welcome to Eduara. This is Arpan Sir, your logical reasoning teacher. And students, in today's session, what are we gonna do? So, we will be discussing about the most interesting but the most important topic, which is puzzle. This will help you score for your CAT exam. Now students, what is a puzzle basically? So, a puzzle is a problem that poses a challenge to the rational thinking abilities of the solver, disguised in clever bits of language and logic plays. A good puzzle needs to be unraveled one bit at a time. Often contrived for entertainment, puzzles can cause a lot of embarrassment if one is not able to solve them in public. As far as various exams go, puzzle solving plays a very simple role. It helps you develop your cognitive and logical abilities so that you can solve these logical reasoning sets successfully. And what better starting point than puzzles? Puzzles are the best tools even for school students to develop aptitude in logic. Now students, what is this section all about? So our thinking is behind this section is very simple. We strongly believe that solving puzzles help you build your logic skills, and in this section we provide puzzles that you develop your logical abilities. Now puzzles are added on a continual basis and keep checking out this section regularly. So students, this was about puzzles. There are different types of puzzles. So without wasting any time, let's start with the question. Now, what is the question? Which number replaces the question mark? Now students, if you see your diagram here, in this particular diagram, we are given three triangles and we are given few numbers. So if you see the first triangle, we are given numbers 4, 7 and 9. And inside there is one more number which is 12. In the second diagram or in the second triangle, we are given numbers as 1, 1 and 4. And inside this triangle, the number given to us is 4. Similarly, in the third triangle, we are given numbers 2, 6 and 5. And there is a missing number in the third triangle. So we are supposed to find that number, right? How will we find? Now, if you see the logic here, can you tell me, in the first triangle, the addition of 7 and 9 is what? 16. Subtract 4. What is the number? It is the number which is inside this triangle. Similarly, consider second triangle. What is the addition of 1 and 4? It is 5. Subtract the 1 which is at the top. What is the number? It is the number which is inside the triangle. Similarly, for the third triangle, when we add 6 and 5, we get 11. Subtract that 2 which is at the top. What is the number you get? It is the number which is required, that is 9. So what is the logic used here? So the logic used here is the number at the center of each triangle equals the sum of the lower two numbers minus top number, and this is how you find your answer. So what is the correct answer, students? Yes, the correct answer is 9. And this is how we end our sum. So students, I hope you understood how to solve this. Let's solve one more question. So our next question is, which number completes the puzzle? Now we are given one diagram here where we are given the numbers 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and a missing number which is a question mark. So we are supposed to find the missing number. Now students, apply your tiny little brains. What will you do here? So if you see properly, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, they are all which numbers? Prime numbers. So what is the next prime number after 17? 23? No, it is 19. So what is the missing number? 19. So what is the logic applied here? That they move diagonally downwards and they follow which sequence? Sequence of prime numbers. So the last missing number is nothing but 19, and this is how we solve our sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? So there is a diagram given, and the diagram says that there is one missing number at the top. Below that you have two numbers, which is 9 and 25. Below that you have two more numbers, which is 4 and 36. And below that you have four more numbers, which are 1, 81, 64 and 49. So how will you solve this? Now students, if you see properly, there are different numbers: 1, 4, 9, 25, 36, 49, 64 and 81. So students, can you relate these numbers with something? Yes, if you see properly, these numbers are basically the square of few numbers. Square of 1, square of 2, square of 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So out of this, which number is missing? Square of 4 is missing. So that means logically, if we see, which number is missing? Square of 4, that is 16. So what is that missing number, students? It is basically 16, which is square of 4. And this is how we find our missing number. Let's solve one more sum, students. And the next question is, which number replaces the question mark? And our numbers given to us are 3, 5, 8, 13, 22 and question mark. So what is the logic here? Now students, if you see properly, what is the first number? It is 3. What is the second number? It is 5. So let's say, what is double of 3? 6. If I subtract 1, I get 5. So this logic fits here. Now consider the second number, 5. Double it, 10. Subtract 2, we get 8. Is it matching? Yes. Now consider 8. What is double of 8? 16. Subtract 3, 13. Is it matching? Yes. So what is the logic used here? You have to double the number. Which number? The next number, and subtract 1, 2, 3 respectively. So when we considered 8, we doubled it, we subtracted 3, we got 13. Now when we consider 13, double it, 26, subtract 4, 22. So what should be the last number? Double of 22, which is 44, and subtract 5. So we get the missing number as 39. So what is the answer, students? 39. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? Same thing, we have to find the missing number, students. So our first row has 7, 3, 6 and 2. Second row has 2, 8, 5 and 4. Third row has 1, 1, 2, 4. And fourth row has 4, 2, 1 and question mark. So we are supposed to find this question mark. That means we are supposed to find the missing number. So students, how do we solve this? Now, let's say we are adding first row. So if we add first row, 7 plus 3 plus 6 plus 2, 10 plus 6, 16 plus 2, 18. When we add second row, 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 5 plus 4, 19. There is no relation, right? Now, when we add third row, we are getting different numbers. That means addition of rows is not possible. Now, let's add column. So when we add first column, that is 7, 2, 1, 4. That is 7 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4. So 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 4, 14. Let's check second column. 3 plus 8 plus 1 plus 2. So 3 plus 8, 11, plus 1, 12, plus 2, 14. Till now, first two columns are matching. Let's check our third column. Third column, 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. 6 plus 5, 11, plus 2, 13, plus 1, 14. First three columns are matching. That means addition of numbers in fourth column should be 14, right? So 2 plus 4 plus question mark is equal to 14. So 2 plus 4, 6 plus 4, 10 plus question mark is equal to 14. So that means that question mark or that missing number will be how much? 14 minus 10, which is nothing but 4. So what is the missing number, students? The missing number is 4. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which letter replaces the question mark, or which number replaces the question mark? So if you see the diagram, there are different numbers given to us. That is 9, 1, 5, 4, 8, 3, 2, missing number, and 7. We are supposed to find the missing number here. How do we solve this? Now, if you see this diagram properly, let's add 9 plus 1 plus 5. What is the number? 9 plus 1, 10, plus 5, 50. 4 plus 8 plus 3. 4 plus 8, 12, plus 3, 15. Now, 9 plus 4 plus 2. 9 plus 4, 13, plus 2, 15. 5 plus 3 plus 7. 8 plus 7, 15. So, if we see addition of rows or addition of columns comes out to be 15. So when we consider this last row, 2 plus missing number plus 7 should also be equal to 15. So what is 2 plus 7, students? It is 9. So 9 plus missing number is equal to 15. That means the missing number will be what? 15 minus 9. What is 15 minus 9? Nothing but 6. So, what is the missing number? What is the answer? Yes, the missing number, that is the answer, is nothing but 6. End of your sum. So, students, I hope you're finding it easy. Yes, let's solve one more question and moving on to the next question. Our question is, what is missing from this hexagon? That means there is one diagram given to us in the form of hexagon where numbers are placed and we are supposed to find that missing number. So, what are those numbers? 26, 28, 31, 35 and x. How do we solve? Now, what is the first number? 26. If we add 2 in it, we get 28. What is the second number? 28. If we add 3 in it, we get 31. Third number, 31. Add 4 in it, 35. 35. The next number. How much we have to add? If you see properly, we have been adding 2, 3, 4 respectively. So how much do we have to add in 35 now? We have to add 5. So that missing number will become 35 plus 5, which is nothing but 40. So if the missing number is 40, that means the correct answer is 40. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, look at the diagram properly and find which number replaces the question mark. So we are given one diagram here. And from this, what is the logic applied? So if you see the first rectangle here, we have 4 different numbers, 7, 2, 4, 9. Second rectangle has 3, 11, 2 and 6. Third rectangle has 5, 5, 6 and 6. And the fourth rectangle has 8, 1, 4 and that missing number. We are supposed to find that. So, let's solve this. Now tell me one thing. What is 7 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2? We consider the first rectangle. So 7 plus 9 gives us 16, plus 4 gives us 20, plus 2 gives us 22. When we consider second rectangle, 11 plus 3 gives us 14, 14 plus 6 gives us 20 and 20 plus 2 gives us 22. That means first two rectangles, the addition of numbers are matching. Let's check for the third one. 5, 5, 6, 6. 5 plus 5, 10, plus 6, 16, plus 6, 22. So even third rectangle is matching. That means what can we conclude from here? That the addition of numbers in each rectangle comes out to be 22. So when we consider the last rectangle, we have 8, 1, 4 and that missing number. So basically 8 plus 1, 9 plus 4, 13 plus missing number should be equal to 22. So the missing number will be what? 22 minus 13, and 22 minus 13 is nothing but 9. So the missing number and the correct answer is 9. End of your sentence. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? So you are given one diagram here where the diagram says there are numbers 16, 2, 15, 4, 13, 7, 10, 11, 6 and a missing number. So we are supposed to find this missing number. How do we find it? Now students, if you see properly, when you see the first, third, fifth and seventh number, that is 16, 15, 13, 10 and the ninth number, which is 6. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are reduced respectively. That is, it starts with 16, then the alternate number is 15, reduced by 1. When you take on 15, the next alternate number is 13, reduced by 2. When you consider 13, next alternate number, reduced by 3, so that comes out to be 10. When you consider 10, the next alternate number is 6, that is, it is reduced by 4. Similarly, when you consider these even numbers, that is 2, 4, 7, 11 and that question mark. So in this case, 2, add 2, you get 4. When you consider 4, add 3, you get 7. When you consider 7, add 4, you get 11. So that means in this even part, the alternate even part, 2, 3, 4 are added respectively. So if we add 5 in 11, we get the number as 16, because what is the logic used? 2, 3, 4, 5 are added respectively to the even alternate numbers. When I say even alternate numbers, that means it doesn't really mean the number, it means the even alternate position. So remember this thing, students, it is basically the even alternate position, not the numbers. But what is the logic? Add 2, 3, 4, 5 respectively. So according to this, when we add 5 in 11, we get that missing number, and that missing number is nothing but 16. End of your sentence. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? And we are given the diagram as 984 in first row, 2 in second row, 2, 6 and question mark in the third row, that is the missing number. So now students, if you see the logic here, the logic is subtract the numbers diagonally. So when you subtract the numbers diagonally, you get the number which is in the third row. For example, consider 4 of the top row, subtract 2 from it, that is the one is in middle. So you get the number which is in the last row on your left side. So 4 minus 2 gives you 2. Similarly, 8 minus 2 gives you 6. So when we apply this logic on the diagonal side of 9 minus 2, what is the missing number we get? We get the missing number as 7. So the correct answer is nothing but 7. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? So students, we are given one diagram here, and this diagram has 4 circles in it, where we are given different numbers. So the first circle has different numbers, and that numbers are 7, 9, 17, 11, 15 and 13. The second circle has numbers 4, 7, 19, 10, 16 and 30. The third circle has numbers 6, 11, 31, 16, 28 and 21. And the last circle has numbers 1, 5, 21, 9, 17 and that missing number. So we are supposed to find this missing number. How do we find it? Now, if we see this diagram properly, in each circle, starting at the top left segment, the number increases as you move clockwise by 2 for the upper left circle, 3 for the upper right, 4 by lower left. So, applying this logic, by how many numbers it will increase for the extreme right? Now, if you see properly in this diagram, in each circle, starting at the top left segment, number increases as you move clockwise. That is, by 2 for the upper left circle, 3 for upper right, 5 for lower left, and for the last one, it will increase by 4. So, when you consider the first circle, it has 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Each number increases by 2. When you consider second number, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. Each number increases by 3. When you consider the next circle, 6 plus 5 gives you 11, plus 5 16, plus 5 21, plus 5 26, plus 5 31. So, in the last one where the number is missing, 1 plus how much gives you 5? 4. 5 plus how much gives you 9? 4. Similarly, 9 plus 4 gives us 13. And 13 plus 4, 17, and 17 plus 4, 21. So that means the missing number here is nothing but 13. And this is how we solve our sum. So students, I hope you finding it easy. I hope you're finding it interesting. Let's move on to the next question. And our next question is, which number replaces the question mark? So students, we are given some diagram here. And in this diagram, if you see, the first block has 3 numbers, that is 7, 3 and 5. The second block has 3 numbers, that is 8, 6 and 7. Third block has 3 numbers, 2, 10 and 6. And the last block has 3 numbers, which is 4, 2 and that missing one. We are supposed to find that missing number. How do we find it? So, check your first block. 7, 3 and 5. Total how many numbers are present? 3 numbers are present. If we add 7 and 3, how many numbers we added? We added 2 numbers. So, after adding these 2 numbers, divide by 2. So, 7 plus 3 divided by 2 gives us 5, the third number. Consider the second block. 8 plus 6 divided by 2 gives us 7. 2 plus 10 divided by 2 gives us 6. Similarly, 4 plus 2 divided by 2 will give us the missing number, and that missing number is nothing but 3. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? And we are given some diagram here. Now this diagram has different numbers, and that numbers are 289, 324, 36 and the missing one. How do we solve it? Now students, see the numbers properly. The first row has 2, 8 and 9. The second row has 3, 2 and 4. So basically, instead of considering 2, 8 and 9 as different numbers, when we consider 2, 8, 9 together, so it is basically 289. Can you tell me 289 is a square of which number? Yes, 17. When we consider the second row, it has 3, 2 and 4. Instead of considering 3, 2, 4 separately, if we consider as one number, that is 324, it is a square of 18. Similarly, when we consider the last row, 3, 6 an unknown number. So the first row is a square of 17, second 18 and third should be 19. What is the square of 19? 361. 3 present, 6 present. That means what is missing? 1 is missing. So what is the missing number? 1. End of your sum. Easy. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? Now students, you are given some diagram here, and this diagram has different rows and columns. So if we consider the first row, the numbers given to us are 734619. Second row has 110907. Third row has 524232. Fourth row has 995001. Fifth row has 678297, and sixth row has 1548 and 2 missing numbers. So we are supposed to find that missing numbers. How do we find it? So what is the logic behind here? Now students, in this particular case, let us apply some logic. If we consider first two columns instead of separate numbers, one single number of a 2-digit, so it becomes 73. When we consider last two columns in the first row, it is 19. When we add 73 and 19, what is the total? 73 plus 19 gives us how much? It gives us 92. 92 if we divide by 2, we get 46. That means the center two numbers. So if we apply the same logic here, 11 of second row, 07 of second row, that is first two and last two. 11 plus 7 gives us 18. Divide by 2 gives us two numbers of the middle two terms, that is 0 and 9. 52 plus 32, this total comes out to be 84. 84 divided by 2 gives us 42, which is second two terms. Similarly, when we consider the last row, 15 plus unknown gives us 48. So how do we solve this? So 15 plus x, let us consider that two unknown number as one single number. So 15 plus x is equal to double of 48, and this double of 48 is how much? This double of 48 is nothing but 96. So x will be 96 minus 15, which is 81. So what are the last two numbers missing? 81, that is 8 and 1 respectively. So this is how we find the missing numbers. I hope it is easy. I hope it is clear how to solve this. Let's move on to the next question, students. And the next question is, which number is odd one out in each oval? Now students, you are given two different diagrams, two different ovals. Oval A, oval B. There are different numbers placed in it. So in oval A, the numbers are 16, 32, 72, 88, 48, 58. And the second oval has 28, 63, 86, 35, 49 and 77. So we are supposed to find the odd one out in each of them. Now students, consider oval A. What are the numbers? 16, 32, 72, 48, 58 and 88. Okay, now tell me one thing. 8 2s are 16, 8 4s are 32, 8 6s are 48, 8 9s are 72, 8 11s are 88, 8 watts are 58. We don't know, right? That means in first oval, other numbers are multiples of 8 other than 58. So what is the odd man out in oval A? 58, because rest other numbers are multiples of 8. Consider oval B. 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35, 7 7s are 49, 7 9s are 63, 7 11s are 77, 7 watt is 86. We don't know. That means other than 86, Rest other numbers are multiples of 7. So what is the odd man out in OL B? 86. So in total, in general, the odd man out in OL A is 58 and in OL B is 86. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? And the diagram given to us is 3, 6, 4, 9, 6, 4, 8 and question mark. Now students, very easy. Consider the first row, 3 and 6. Consider these two numbers as one single number, 36. Similarly, 49. Similarly, 64. So what is the logic behind? Yes, you guys are guessing it correct. They are basically squares of 6, 7, 8 and 9. So what is the missing number along with 8? It is 1. So the correct answer is 1. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? And the diagram here is, there are 6 different circles, or you can say 6 different ovals given to us. The first oval has number 1, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4. Second circle or second oval has numbers 2, 9, 8, 5, 7, 7. Third one has 1, 4, 6, 2, 1, 3. Fourth one has 1, 8, 2, 7, 4, 4. Fifth one has 1, 4, 1, 6, 3 and unknown. And the last one has 6, 5, 3, 2 and 1, 9. We are supposed to find the unknown number, students. How do we find it? Now students, if you see this diagram properly, consider the top left circle and top right circle. There is number 3 in that top left circle. There is number 2 in that top right circle. What is addition of 3 and 2? That is the number in the center circle of the top, which is 5. Then 1 and 1 is the number which is in the center of the circle, which is 2. Similarly, 6 and 1, 7. 5 and 4, 9. 4 and 3, 7. 2 and 6 is 8. Now consider the circles which are in the second row. 7 in the bottom left and 6 in the bottom right. When you subtract, you get the number which is in the center circle. 1 and 5, when you subtract, you get the number which is in the center of the circle, which is 4. Similarly, 4 and 3, when you subtract, you get 1. 8 and 2, when you subtract, you get 6. 4 and 1, when you subtract, you get 3. And 2 and 9, when you subtract, you get 7. So the missing number is 7 here. So what is the logic applied here, students? So the logic applied here is taking the top row circles. The numbers in the central circle is equal to what? Sum of the numbers in the corresponding segments of the left and right hand circles. And in the bottom row, numbers in the central circles is equal to the difference between the numbers in the corresponding segments of the left and right hand circles. And this is how we find our missing number, which is none other than 7. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? And the diagram given to us is 1, 5, 13. Then we have 29, 61, 125 and an unknown number. Now students, how to solve this? Now in this case, see properly. Starting from the top left and moving through the Z shape, double each number and add 3 in it. You will get the next number. That means your starting number is 1. What is the double of 1? 2. Add 3 in it. You get the next number, which is 5. Consider 5. Double of 5, 10. Add 3 in it. You get 13. Consider 13. You have to go Z shape, right? So 13. Double 13, 26. Plus 3. gives 29. You got 29. 29, double the number. So double of 29 is 58 plus 3 gives 61. 61, double the number. 122 plus 3 gives 125. So the last number, students, 125, double the number. 250 plus 3 gives you the missing number, and that missing number is nothing but 253. So students, if 253 is the answer, the missing number is nothing but 253. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? And the diagram given to us is 6, 9, 15, 27 and the missing number. Now students, how to solve this? What is the logic behind? Now students, if you see properly, the first number is 6. What is double of 6? 12. If we subtract 3 from it, do we get 9? Yes. What is double of 9? 18. Subtract 3 from it, do we get 15? Yes, it is in front of you. Double of 15 minus 3. 30 minus 3. 27? Yes. 27 into 2. Double of 27. 54. Minus 3 is the missing number. That means, what is the missing number? 54 minus 3, which is 51. End of your sum. Which number replaces the question mark? And in our diagram, we are given 10 at the top. Then below that, in the second row, we are given 8 and 13. Third row has 16 and 6. Fourth row has 4 and 19. So students, how do we solve this? Now, the logic behind here is what? Fourth row has 4 and 19 and the last row has 22 and the missing number. So students, how do we solve this? Now, the logic behind this question is, when we start with 10, 10 plus how much gives you 13? 3. 3 plus how much gives you 16? 10 plus how much gives you 13? 3. 13 plus how much gives you 16? 3. 16 plus how much gives you 19? 3. And 19 plus how much gives you 22? So when you go alternate, 3 is added in it. Now consider 10. 10 minus how much gives you 8? 2. 8 minus how much gives you 6? 2. 6 minus how much gives you 4? 2. And 4 minus 2 gives you the missing number. So what is the missing number, students? 2. So what is the logic behind? The logic behind here is, consider 10, reduce 2 in an alternate form and you will get your missing number. I hope it is clear. Yes. Let's move on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the question mark? So we are supposed to find the missing number, and the diagram says that first row has 3, 1 and 4. Second row has 7, 2 and 9. And third row has 1, 5 and the missing one. What is the missing number? Now students, what is 3 plus 1? 4. What is 7 plus 2? 9. That is the number in the third. 3 plus 1 gives you 4. Where is your 4? It is on the extreme right. 7 plus 2 gives you the third number, which is 9. Similarly, 1 plus 5 will give you the missing number, which is nothing but 6. So what is the missing number, students? 6. End of your sum. Moving on to the next question, students. The next question is, which number replaces the missing one or the question mark? Now, you are given a diagram. If you see this diagram has 3 different stars and there are numbers placed on each point, and there is one more circle drawn in the star which has a number in it. So in the first star there are numbers which are 2, 4, 3, 1 and 7, and the number inside the circle in that star is 9. Second star has numbers 3, 3, 5, 4, 2, and it has 8 inside the circle in the second star. And the third star has 6, 9, 2, 4, 3, which has the missing number inside the circle, and we are supposed to find it. So how will we find? Now, what is the logic behind it? So students, the logic behind here is, if you see properly, can you tell me what is the sum of 4, 2 and 7 in the first star, that is the first half? 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 7, 13. And if you see the bottom two numbers, 3 and 1, what is the sum of 3 and 1? 4. So, when you subtract that 4 plus 2 plus 7 minus addition of 3 and 1, it gives you the number which is inside the circle. So, 4 plus 2 plus 7, 13, minus 4 gives you 9. It is present inside the first star of the circle. Consider the second star. Add 3 numbers of the top. 3 plus 3 plus 5, 11. And 4 and 2, 6. 11 minus 6 gives you 5. Similarly, what is the logic? Addition of top 3 numbers minus addition of bottom 2 numbers. So when we consider this third star, 6 plus 9 plus 2 is what? 17. And 4 plus 3 is 7. So 17 minus 7 gives us the missing number. And what is that missing number, students? Nothing but 10. End of your sum. So students, this was about your few sums based on card puzzles. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you liked this session. I hope it was easy. Let's end this session here. This is Arpan Sir signing off for the day. See to it you are strong with your basics. See to it you are strong with your formulae. See to it you are regular with your studies. Keep watching Ediora. Enjoy.